that Jesus spoke and taught peace, nonviolence, love of enemies. And you remember what Peter did that night. He put all of that aside and he picked up his sword and he attacks. That's contrary to what Jesus expects of his followers. And still later that night, you remember that Peter denies Jesus. He says he doesn't even know him. He rejects him 3 times. And now, time has passed, several weeks. And how to repair the damage done? Well, Jesus, as always, takes the initiative. And we see him, instead of opening up old, festering wounds, what does Jesus do? Jesus focuses on healing. Instead of Jesus returning to the past, what does he do? He focuses on the present moment. We notice, do we not, that he doesn't ask Peter, do you remember my teachings? Peter, are you ready to accept the lifestyle that I expect from my followers? He doesn't do any of that, does he? What does he do? Jesus seems to be concerned with one thing. Does Peter, do we truly love him? Because if we do, it covers a multitude of sins. If Peter, if we truly love our God, then everything else in our life, no matter how difficult, will fall into place. And it will be possible for us to do what he asks of us. All of the feeding, the tending, the serving, and the caring of one another. Even though it is difficult, it will be possible because of love. We must remember that on that morning, Jesus' job was finished. His task was over. The apprenticeship of his disciples ends, and they must now be commissioned to go out and take care, as he said, of the flock. They must protect it. They must be good shepherds to one another. Should any within that flock wander off, be neglected, or be abused, what must we do? We are expected to go out and to find one another and to carry one another in our arms and carry us home, where we will be respectfully and tenderly cared for. We are expected to give totally to one another, even our very lives. But all of this will happen only if we truly love God and love one another. And so, my brothers and sisters, again, let's put ourselves on the shoreline of the lake. Let's feel the surf come in and wash over our feet. And let us hear Jesus say to us, Salvatore, do you love me? Valerian, do you love me? Ingrid, do you love me? Giovanni, Do you love me? Will you follow me? And when we hear this voice of Jesus, this question,